Good morning, friends. I hope it's a nice day for you. Now, I'm making this video for your benefit, the children or students who don't understand in the class, who cannot follow the teacher. And this is a video which you can look when you're free and you can understand a topic which you have not understood in the class. And today, I'm taking up the topic on adjectives. Now, what are adjectives? Adjectives are describing words or words which add something to the noun. Nouns are naming words like boy, girl, chair, table, book, tree, building. All these words or all these things are called nouns. Now, if we describe them, we tell something more about them, or if we are adding something about them, they are called describing words. For example, horse is a noble animal. Now, horse, we're telling something more about horse and telling that horse is a noble animal. So, noble word is describing the horse and telling what kind of animal it is. So, noble word is called a describing word and it is called an adjective. Now, Rama is a tall boy. The building is huge. Rita is a rich girl. Sri Lanka is a small island. Then rich, small. Then Ram is a clever boy. So the word clever, they are telling more about nouns. Small word is telling more about Sri Lanka. And if we say tall, it can be a tree, it can be a building, it can be a boy. So tall word is telling more about a tree, building, a boy. So tall is a describing word and hence tall is an adjective. Small is an adjective which tells more about noun. Rich boy, rich girl, rich country. So the word rich is a describing word. Poor boy, poor girl, poor country. Poor is a describing word. It's telling more about a country, a boy, a girl. So it is an adjective. So words that tell more about adjectives. Lion is a fierce animal. Fierce is a describing word and it's telling more about the lion. So fierce is an adjective. So words that describe anything, any person, any place, any building, any animal, such words are called adjectives. Have you understood what adjectives are, children? Now Gopal is a small boy. Rama is a big boy. Govind is an honest boy. Now, England is a rich country. So in such examples, you must have understood what are adjectives. Rich, poor, honest, then big, small. So all these words are called adjectives. Now let's move on to the kinds of adjectives. There are 6 kinds of adjectives. How many adjectives are there? There are 6 kinds of adjectives. Now first we will take up as adjective of number. First we will take up adjectives of number. Now when we have to count the nouns, we can use numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 or first, second, third, fourth. We can use both the number systems and sometimes the countable nouns when we can count them but we are unable to count them. So we use some words like all, few, some, many, any and several. So such words are also used as number adjectives. So you can use numbers itself, 1, 2, 3, 4, or first, second, third, and you can use words like all, few, some, several, many, any. These are called number adjectives. When they are put just before the nouns, telling how many of them are there, these are called number adjectives. Now we can say we have 10 fingers. I have 5 books. He's the first boy in the class who has given me his notebook. So the word first. There are 7 days in a week. Several people were injured. Some people are in the class. Some students have not brought their books. I don't have anything to give you. I don't have anything to. Some, several, any. All such words are called number adjectives, and they are used before countable nouns. All of them are talking. All the children in the class are talking. So children can be counted. But we are telling that all are talking. So the word all is a number adjective or adjective of number. So adjective of number is a word that tells how many nouns are there. How many, the quantity of nouns are there. Now let's move on to adjective of quality. Now adjective of quality tells how. For example, neem is bitter. So how is neem? Bitter. Honey is sweet. So how is honey? It's sweet. Telling the quality of neem or honey. And what is sweet? Chocolate is sweet. And the boy is honest. The girl is naughty. The building is tall. The tree is huge. All these words are telling how certain things are. A person, the boy and girl, how the tree is. It's tall. Boy is naughty, tall, or honest, or good. So all these words telling something about the boy or something more about the quality of the tree or the building. Such words are called adjectives of quality. Let's take some examples. Napoleon was a great emperor. So the word great. It was a rainy day. How was the day? It was rainy. So the word rainy is describing the day. Mrs. Bhargava is a nice lady. Ria is a good girl. Mahatma Gandhi was a great man. Mumbai is a big city. So all these words are telling, big word is describing Mumbai. It's a big city. Great word is describing Mahatma Gandhi. Nice word is describing Mrs. Bhargav. And rainy is describing the day. So it's telling about the quality of the noun. Day, Mrs. Bhargav, Mahatma Gandhi, and about Mumbai. So such words which are describing these nouns like big, like great, like rainy, such words are called adjectives of quality. Have you understood what are adjectives of quality? Which adjectives, they describe a person, a thing, or a place. Such descriptive words, they tell about the quality, how they are. Such descriptive words are called adjectives of quality. Now let's move on to the third type of adjective. Adjective of quantity. Now, what? Again, you can confuse. Oh, Just now we came to know about adjective of number, which is also a quantity. But here, adjective of quantity says how much. Now, this is generally used for uncountable nouns. Like water you cannot count. I want some water. So, some. Water is a noun, but water you cannot count. So, before that you are putting, you don't say I want one water, I want second water, I want few water. You can't say, but you will say I want some water. So that word some is used to describe water, how much water. So when we put describing words or quantity words in before the nouns which are uncountable, like water, I want some water, I want some juice, I want some milk. So such kind of describing words telling about the quantity are called adjectives of quantity. I have enough money. Now rupees you can count, money is uncountable. So enough money. Enough is the word which is adjective of quantity. He has a lot of money. Now lot again is an adjective of quantity. There's little hope. So children, let's recapitulate with some more examples on adjectives of quantity. Our neighbor is asking for some sugar. I don't have much time to answer your questions. You have given a sufficient explanation. She has little sense of what is going on. Now here words some floor, much time, sufficient explanation and little sense. Here it tells, these words are telling, like the words some, much, sufficient, little are telling how much floor, how much time, how much explanation and how much sense. The quantity of this which cannot be counted, but we can say, tell how much in such words like some, time, sufficient and little. So such words are called adjectives of quantity. Have you understood, children? Now let's move to the next type of adjective, demonstrative adjective. Now what are demonstrative adjectives? Demonstrative adjectives point out to the nouns, and these are this, that, these and those. This, that, these and those. Now when these words are put just beside the noun, this book, those books, this pencil, these pencils. Now here you can see they are just put beside the noun. This book, those books, this pencil, these pencils. They are pointing out to book or pencils. Such words are called demonstrative adjectives. What are they called? Demonstrative adjectives. Now let us see. This boy loves to work. That is an expensive television. Now that is an expensive television, or that TV is expensive. Here is a confusion. These babies seem happy. Now, earlier when I said that is an expensive television, that is an expensive television means here that is a demonstrative pronoun, and that television is expensive. Here it is, that word is demonstrative adjective. Now what is the difference, students? That is an expensive television. Now the noun has, here the first word is that, in between television and that, there are words is an expensive television. So there are many words between that and television. So here that becomes a demonstrative pronoun. Now if I put that television is expensive, now here it becomes demonstrative adjective. If, now here I want to say that if these words, this, that, those, these, are put just beside the noun, they are called demonstrative adjective. But if there are many words between this, that, those, these and the noun, then it becomes demonstrative pronoun. Have you understood? Now, these mangoes are ripe. So here these has become demonstrative adjective because it is just beside the noun mangoes. These mangoes are ripe. But if I say these are ripe mangoes, then it becomes demonstrative pronoun because between these and mangoes there are few words, are and ripe. So the distance between these and mangoes has increased. There are few words between, so it becomes a demonstrative pronoun. So these mangoes are ripe, and if these words like this, that, these, those are put just before a noun, they are called demonstrative adjective. What are they called? Demonstrative adjective. Now let's take up some more examples. I like these bananas. So, which bananas? These bananas. I love those cakes. Those cakes. That man seems to be very poor. So, which man? That man. Okay, it's pointing out to that. It's that word is pointing out to a man. So, and it is just beside the man. So, it is called demonstrative adjective. This boy got the first prize. That dog bit Rama. This young lady is my cousin. So, here all these words, this, that, those, these, are just beside the noun and they are pointing out, they are showing the noun. So they are called demonstrative adjectives. What are they called? Demonstrative adjectives. And I also told you the difference between demonstrative adjectives and demonstrative pronouns. Now, if these, those, that words are just beside the noun, sitting just beside the noun, then they are called demonstrative adjective. This boy, this girl, this mango, those pencils, then it is demonstrative adjectives. But if there are words between this, that, those, these and the noun, then it becomes demonstrative pronoun. Then it is not demonstrative adjective. Have you understood, children? So I hope I am clear with my explanation, and I hope you will understand this concept even better and in an easier way. I hope if you had confusions in the class. Now let's move on to interrogative adjectives. Now interrogative words are which, what, who, okay, and whose. So now these interrogative words, if they are put just beside a noun and they ask a question, whose book is this? Which way you're going? What kind of a man he is? Which mango do you want? Now here all these interrogative words are put just beside the noun, isn't it? So these are called interrogative adjectives. Okay, they are asking questions about the noun. If these are the interrogative words, if this finger is an interrogative word and this finger is the noun, and interrogative word is asking about this noun, then it is an interrogative adjective, and they're just sitting beside each other. Okay, which book is this? What kind of man he is? Which way shall we go? Then these are called interrogative adjectives. Now let us take some more examples. Now, which is your class? Which car is yours? Then, which bat may I take? Then, which house is yours? Then, all these are more examples of interrogative adjective. Which car is yours? Here, which is asking some question about car. Here, then, which bat may I take? Here, it's asking about a question on bat. Then, what books have you read? What word is asking question about books? And here, these which, what words, interrogative words, just sitting beside the noun and asking a question about the noun are called interrogative adjectives. I hope you have understood this concept. What are interrogative adjectives? Now let's move on to possessive adjectives. What are possessive adjectives? Those words which show ownership about the noun. Now, and they are just sitting beside the noun. Example, this is my book. Now, what it's telling? It's telling possession about the book. And it's just sitting beside the book. The word my is just sitting beside the book. My book. So this is called, my word is called a possessive adjective. That is your book. That is your book. Your book. So it's telling somebody else's possession. That book is yours. So it is called possessive adjective. What are possessive adjectives? Adjectives that show ownership and they are just sitting beside the noun. Now let us give you some more example. This is my pen. That is your pen. My toy, his toy. Then their dog, Hari's brother. Okay, my book, my pencil, his pencil, their toy and Hari's brother. So now again these are adjectives of possession. These show ownership. Whose book is this? Whose pencil is this? Whose brother is this? And whose dog is this? And they just sit beside the noun. The word of possession, the word which are showing possession or ownership, they are sitting beside the noun and they are called adjective of possession. Possessive adjective. What are they called? Possessive adjective. So children, I have taught you today adjectives. What are describing words? Describing words are adjectives. They tell more about the noun. They describe the noun. Then I told you about the 6 kind of adjectives. Adjective of number, how many. Adjective of quality, how the noun is. Adjective of quantity, again, how much, how much, not how many, here, how much. The noun is there. Then adjective, demonstrative adjectives, words which point out nouns, which highlight nouns, this book, those books. Possessive adjectives which show ownership, whose book, my book, his book, their book, their pencil, their pen, my pen. So all these words which show ownership, and they are just sitting beside the adjective, they are just sitting beside the noun, they are called possessive adjectives. And interrogative adjectives, lastly, words which ask question about the noun, and they are just sitting beside the noun. That means which way, which book, which pencil, okay, which mango, what kind of a man. All these words which are asking questions and they are sitting beside the noun, they are called what color. So these are called interrogative adjectives. I hope my lesson must have been interesting and must have cleared your confusions. And please let me know. I will take up another class if you cannot understand it. Thank you.